How's it going, family? Who am I? I'm just a ego vibrating off beat. So recently I've been watching videos on the Zodiac. I've been thinking about it myself, and in the past I wasn't sure if the Zodiac was real or theory. You know? Real or theory. Because in the perspective of someone, let's say an average person, looking at the stars doesn't seem accurate. It just seems like some type of old ancient practice that, you know, never transitioned into the modern age. And people think that the modern age, everything that we believe right now is the truth. Everything that we believe right now, everything we see is the most intelligent it's ever been. But at this point, I think that the number one, like the very top, is just as smart as it was 1,000 years ago. They know how to control you. They know how to make you see the truth as false and the false as truth. They scripted everything. They manifested a destiny that puts you in a loop. And the Zodiac is one of those things that, in my belief, is true, but they try to convince you it's false. That's what their goal is. Their goal is to convince you that the stuff that's good for you is not good for you, and the stuff that's bad for you is great for you. That's their goal. So, the Zodiac, I'm not going to claim to be an expert on it. I know the basic idea, I know how it works, but I'm not an expert. I can be wrong. I can mess up. I can give false information. I can make a mistake. But overall, I believe in the Zodiac. I think that it makes sense. Neil deGrasse Tyson said, "We are made of star stuff." Meaning we're made of the same elements, the same molecules that the stars in the sky are made of. So when people say that, when people in the spiritual community say that we are God, we are the universe, we are everything, we are energy, you gotta remember that all energy is all energy is the same. All energy is the same. The same energy you see in a star is the same energy you got inside you, in your spirit, in your soul, and in your physical body. So you might be thinking, this guy's crazy as hell. What do you mean I'm a star? I mean, you are a star, but you're made of the same materials as an actual star. Now, if that doesn't make any sense to you, think about it this way. The sun provides all the energy that you need. It creates life on this planet, does it not? Without the sun, we wouldn't be here. And the sun is a star. The sun is made of the same material you are, same energy molecules you are. That's why it can give you energy, it can give you life. Because it supercharges what you have in you, pretty much provides it enough energy to gain consciousness, to exist in this planet, in this matrix. You know? Now, the Zodiac is based on the energy the universe is currently. Think of it in gravitational pull, right? In every configuration the solar system is in, you have the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. I forgot Uranus. I forgot Uranus. The configuration and the distance, the reflection, everything about the planets, the gravitational pull will be different on you with every movement any planet in the solar system makes. If Pluto moves an inch, you're going to have a different energy. So how I see the Zodiac is the configuration of the world when you were born dictates the energy you have in you, the potential you have. For example, I'm a Virgo. I was born September 14th in the fall, with my planet being Mercury and the planets being aligned and configured, specific portions of specific planets at a certain place. That's why if you read a natal chart, it can be extremely accurate to what your true energy is, because it's the universe itself that gives you your energy. So if the universe is at a certain point, if everything is pulling in a certain direction, everything is at a certain point in its orbit, you're going to be a similar being as to someone else. For example, my sign Virgo, most of my friends are Virgos, most of my close friends. And they have similar thought patterns to me. They have similar ways of processing information and analyzing things, but we're different people. It's because we weren't born at the same second, on the same day, on the same year. If you have, my birthday is September 14, 2001. I'm 19 years old. If someone was born on the exact same day at the exact same time as me, they would be almost similar, almost exactly similar. They would be like my doppelganger. And then you have the energy of your parents. Your parents have energy as well that dictates who you are. For someone to be my doppelganger, they would have to have pretty much the same parents. We could have similar energies, but we wouldn't look the same unless we had the same DNA. Now, the Zodiac is the true calendar as well. If you think about it, in the calendar we use, why do we have leap days? If the calendar was perfect, why would leap days even be a thing? Why would February have 29 days, 28, and then 29 on leap years? Why would certain months have 30 days and some have 31? Doesn't really make any sense. But if you use a zodiac, there are 12 zodiac signs, 30 days for each sign. That's 360 days a year. That's a true calendar. 360 days is a perfect circle. It all matches up. It's all mathematics. It's all science. It doesn't matter whether or not you believe in it. It just is. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that your zodiac sign and the energy you have within you is all the energy you can have. The world around you changes you every day. Within 35 days, what you eat becomes what you're made of. Your energy is forever changing. Your vibration is forever changing. Your frequency is forever changing. But being spawned by the universe is infinite. You have infinite possibilities. But you have a purpose as well. Your purpose is what's inside you. Your purpose is the energy that you were given at birth. Your purpose is the things that make you the happiest, the things that allow you to vibrate on a love frequency instead of fear. If you're vibrating on fear or vibrating on sadness or anger or anything, any of these emotions, energy and motion, you're not on your purpose. You have to find what makes you happy and follow that. For example, I watched a video by Foster eBay yesterday. And he said that the generational gap, so for example, boomers, Gen X, um, millennials and Gen Z. The gap in between that is when Pluto makes a full orbit, which takes around 15 years. So whatever sign that Pluto is currently in whenever your generation happens is going to influence the higher self of the people. So it would be like the collective consciousness of a generation. For example, Gen Z, Sagittarius. Sagittarius is very much based on intuition, humor, generosity, ideology, all these things. They're known to say things that can cause issues, say things that are off the wall, all these things. We don't like to be controlled. We like our freedom. We like our philosophy. But at the same time, we don't like crazy theories. We don't like the details. And the 1%, they know this. They know what our higher self sign is, what our Pluto is in. They know we're Sagittarius. That's why they do their best to make my generation, Gen Z, as closed off, as quiet as possible. Because they know we have strength. They know we are Sagittarius. They know we have ideals. They know we're generous. They know we have power. They know we have a good sense of direction and intuition. They know we have self-sufficiency. Their goal is to break that. Their goal is to make it difficult for us as a generation to succeed and change us into something we're not. And then if you go back, millennials are Scorpio. Scorpios have a lot of energy, a lot of opinionation, a lot of passion, a lot of bravery. I already said opinionated. They're like the people who are self-determined and they want to achieve their goal. They're good friends, all this stuff. You can see that in the millennial generation, especially since they're older now. You can see that. They're very self-driven. Then you have Gen X, Libra. Now, Libras are cooperative, diplomatic, strong. I don't know about strong. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure on this. These are just traits that I memorized that make sense to me. These generations seem to have this sense of these traits within them. And that's why it makes sense to me. Libras are very, I don't want to say naive, but unassuming. Very unassuming. Gen X is very gracious and powerful, but also at the same time, they don't think outside the box as much. Then you have boomers, which is my sign, Virgo. Boomers are fucking pricks a lot of times. That's because they've been in this matrix for so long, their energy is almost completely sapped. They are exactly what a Virgo should not be. They emphasize all the negative traits of a Virgo while having minimal amounts of the positive sign. That's why, for example, you have people like George Carlin. I'm pretty sure he was a boomer. And he is very practical, extremely smart, extremely intelligent, good communicator. He has the Mercury sign. He broke from the matrix and he lived his life the way he wanted to. That's what makes a sign powerful. Now, the generation sign is not fully, it doesn't completely dictate who you are, but when we react with each other. For example, when a Gen Z reacts with a Gen Z, that collective consciousness will come out. It will be more present. Now, this would explain why millennials and Gen Z don't get along. Or actually, millennials and Gen Z kind of do get along, but they don't connect as well as they should. Boomers and Gen Z don't connect. Gen X and Gen Z really don't connect. And if you look at it, I know this about Virgos. They connect pretty well with Scorpios. Like with millennials. Not perfect, but better than Libra or Virgo. Sagittarius. Wait. My bad. Virgos connect with Scorpios. Not so much Sagittarius or Libra. Not so much. That's why Gen X and Boomers don't get along with Gen Z so much. But millennials are more likely to. Not all the time, but more often than not, we understand each other better. Now, the Zodiac it's the birth, it's what happens at birth, and likely what happens at the end. When you're born, the path is set out for you, but through your life, you and the energy around you make the changes to whatever your purpose is, whatever should happen in your life. You and the energy around you set that goal. Whatever frequency you vibrate on is the frequency you will encompass. And the Zodiac is a stepping stone. It gives you a guideline to your strengths and weaknesses so you can balance it out. That's the entire goal. Your goal is to balance the positive and negative in your life. So once you do that, you will be unstoppable. The Virgo is so powerful, but not many Virgos make it out. For example, a Virgo would be like, if you watch the NBA, Kobe Bryant or Jimmy Butler. These people are people who are extremely vicious, extremely confident, extremely greedy with the goals they want to reach. But at the same time, they have a feminine side. They can be soft, they can be nice, they can be very, very intelligent and practical. They know their goal and they can reach it. At the same time, most Virgos never get there. Most Virgos are trapped in their own mind. Most Virgos analyze themselves to death. You have to find your zodiac sign. You have to recognize your strengths and your weaknesses. You have to work on the strengths, make them stronger, and then make the weaknesses weaker. Make the things latching onto you, cut them off. Get them off you. Because once you incorporate both sides, you will become powerful. You will encapsulate the energy of your sign and vibrate on the correct frequency and follow your purpose. See, it's all a game. It's all The Sims. It's all a build. Like if you play a RPG and you have a class, it's like warrior, mage, rogue, ranger. You are a specific build. That doesn't mean that you can't max out your stats. It just means that you are born or you begin with a specific affinity. Right? Now you can put your skill points wherever you want to. You can rack as much gold as you want. You can do whatever missions or quests you want to. It's your goal to look at yourself as an RPG character. Your goal is to level up. Your goal is to get better and better every day, right? That's how I see it. You can see it that way. You can see it however you want to. This is your life. This is your mind. Don't let other people control that. Now, if you want to believe in the Zodiac, that's up to you. I do personally. This is what I think of it. It's good for you to find your own meaning out of it. Whether or not you tell yourself, yeah, it's useful, I'm going to use it to my benefit, or if you realize, nah, it's just another thing that they try to distract you with. Another thing that gets you off your purpose. However you see it, as long as it uplifts you, as long as it puts you on your purpose, it doesn't matter to me or it doesn't matter to anybody. You do what you want to do. You use it to your benefit and make yourself the best you can be. Alright? So, if you guys have anything you can tell me about the Zodiac, I'd love to learn. I'm not an expert by any regard. I know the basics of it. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, man. And I appreciate y'all. I love you, man. You gotta appreciate yourself as well, alright? Goodbye, family.